yes, I actually left out on the last one fighting this guy over and over again, and after many times of practice, many times of ass whooping, I kind of getting a hang of it, of actually hitting him and learning his move. So I was actually able to dodge that one after I punched him. So I think after this fight, I actually fought, I think, one more time just to play around a little bit more, just to try to get used to all the moves that this guy have and stuff. And as I was doing that, I still seen people trying to catch the quest, because I believe that this game has just came out about less than a week ago, so a lot of people still get starting all of the brand new quests and stuff like that, and same as I. But one of the problems I was actually encountered, and I think I did talk about it last two videos, is about the speed of this game. Since we are playing overseas server, actually I'm in the US and I'm playing server that's over in China, so the speed is not that fast. So I was actually, I think on the first video I was talking about that I can't wait to get into some of the PvP, but I figured that since, you know, my speed isn't that great, so I would not try to do that, because then that would be not fun, I guess, in a way, because I would probably end up getting stuck and getting my ass whooped, and eventually I would just probably get pissed and then throw my mouse across the room, and I'm trying to avoid that part of it. So right now I'm just actually fighting some mobs and getting used to all the moves and stuff, and actually it takes time to learn all this thing. It took me about like 1 hour of all this gameplay, even though right now you guys see it in all parts and stuff. Actually it's only 1 hour altogether of gameplays, and within the whole hours I was just non-stop doing all the quests and learning all the move, and I have yet getting all of the move yet. So, you know, as I was going through this whole video, I'm just gonna get learning all this different move. I think one at a time, almost like every 15-20 minutes apart you learn one move, and then it's like every move that you learn, it's like you're going through like a whole new cutscene type deal. And then yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys through it for the beggar sections, and I have yet started doing some of the different school yet. So hopefully, you know, I will actually have the times and, you know, start recording all other schools so I could actually post it onto YouTube and let you guys watch it. I know that it sucks the fact that this game still haven't come out on the US server, but, you know, so far as I know, you know, the graphics, the way it plays, and, you know, the styles, even, you know, like the way they design the game is actually, so far, it's really great. But however, you know, there's one thing, actually someone did ask me about it on Facebook. I posted this thing on Facebook to show one of the people that used to play Age of Wushu with. They were wondering whether or not this game is pay to win. And I can't really say for sure right now. I know that they have VIP setting, and I know that they also have different monetary system. They have the silver and the tail. The silver is pretty much what you trade with an NPC, and then the tail is what you trade with players. And since this game had just started, so I wouldn't say that I really know till like a little bit later to actually get to a major city and then seeing people having their little stall and start selling like good equipment, you know, probably weapons and all that crap, and that's when they, you know, start kind of hitting you with that idea of like pay to win, you know. And since like, you know, it all came out from you know, games that come out in China, most of them, I wouldn't say all, but most of them are pay to win. But however, you know, if you're good enough, you can still get somewhere, but don't try to think that you would get to the top 10 player, you know, because these kind of games are meant to pay to win, I guess, you know, in a way. I wouldn't say this one yet, because I haven't, you know, get far enough to actually tell, but, you know, just giving you guys a heads up, that might be the case, you know. And this part right here, as well, I show you, it's actually a little glitchy. I wasn't able to actually get into the, you know, the center stage, so I figured to just fight him here. And in a couple minutes you're gonna see me jumping around like idiots, because I was actually trying to get up to the stage, but it feels like there was an invisible wall, so I can't really get through it. And oh no, actually during the cutscenes I wasn't able to, but right now I'm able to. So I'm trying to actually, like, most of the time, you know, since Beggar have like a really good AoE, so I do tend to run around a little bit, just gather them all in a circle and then just kill them all with this whole the little kill button move, which is it's like you swing your fist around in the circle, and then at the end you just pretty much like do a nice slam to the ground, and it's just AOE everybody, you know, throughout from the beginning to the end of that move. And I think so far I haven't encountered a lot of problems till later on the video where you get into cities and I start getting my ass whooped by NPC because they start getting like tough to fight, I guess. And as what you can see right now, it's like another cutscene. So pretty much this whole different videos that I'm having, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3, you are just doing one major storylines for beggars, and right now you're still in beggar school and just doing all different storylines, and you know, just trying to learn all those moves. And I would suggest that you do, if you do happen to play or this game happen to come to US server, just do this main quest first, because almost every, you know, little quest within the main missions, it gives you a different move. So you know, it's good to actually stick around, finish the thing before you actually travel out. And I think a little bit later, a spoiler alert about this part, a little bit further down on the different parts that I actually recorded, you will eventually go to a different city instead of in beggars. And actually right now at this part right here, you just kind of like found out this two-person, they were the guys who actually, you know, trying to blame that guy, you know, that was talking about earlier, the good guy that you were just trying to help. They were blaming him because they want to get that guy kicked out. I forgot his name actually. Eventually I will remember his name, and then I will actually, you know, just talk about it probably later down the different parts of the video about this thing, because I think I have total about like 5 part of video. And I think I have more. I think I have like all together 6 different parts of just the beggar. Like, you know, pretty much I got all the quests up into the point where I leave the school. But right now, just pretty much, you know, like that, you guys are like on the the top level, and you were like listening into their little, you know, chit chats and stuff, and you found out that this two-person was blaming the other guy, and then, you know, you pretty much like find out that that guy was innocent, which is, you know, I guess that's a good thing, because you don't really want to end up helping the wrong guys and then, you know, get yourself into limbos, you know, since, you know, you're still a new student in beggar. So I figured that, you know, it's the best that do good things so you could learn all this move and then become a bad guy afterward. So yeah, and so this part you actually did find out, and then, you know, this is a guy, and you know, like they found out what happened, and now they're trying to like run away from the beggar school. And you know what, the one cool part about this game, like, you know, this whole CGIs and stuff, it kind of somewhat remind me of Assassin's Creed, the way that they run, they jump, and then, you know, they do this crazy, like, you know, dashing move. It's not as smooth, I would say, you know, as Assassin's Creed it is, because, you know, yeah, you know, this is an RPG game. The Assassin's Creed was actually, you know, they all specialized in, you know, like dashing, runnings, and then doing parkour and stuff. This game, it just, you know, I guess it had the idea about, you know, Assassin's Creed style-ish things. And I mean, so far, they did a great job CGI-wise, and, you know, like, you know, it's a little bit kind of, you know, unrealistic, all this move, but hey, man, you're playing a wushu game, you know? Back in the day, if you do watch all those like old kung fu movie from China, you know, they all have like superhuman strength. They can fly really high. They can jump around the scale around the walls. You know, they do tuck and roll, jumping off 10-story buildings. So, you know, I mean, it kind of do make sense if you do play that. You know, if you do watch that kind of movie and you have that mindset of that, you know, this is the kind of game that I'm playing. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the problems that I have, is that I don't really check my inventory that often, and then sometimes, like, I actually, up until this point, I still haven't realized it, that I could actually equip some of those back that's inside my inventory that could actually expand the total amount of items I could hold in my inventory. Because I mean, it's the game is just too much fun about, you know, beating up someone, you know. And then, like, I was actually, when I was making this video, I was more focusing on trying to like fight enemies, so to show you guys, you know, the different kind of move that they have, you know, for one school, and then, you know, the cool special effects that they make, you know, about, you know, like all the move. And right here I actually got stuck. I guess it's some sort of glitch, and I just so happened to walk in that one little corner that no one ever goes, and yeah, so I guess I found a glitch, and hopefully this company will watch the videos and probably fix that. And then I found like little glitch here and there, but it's not, I mean, you tend to find those, especially open world MMORPG games, so as far as I know, for all this different kind of MMORPG game that I play, this one isn't that bad as far as the glitch go. And it gave you like a really cool option, like how you just saw me like dashing through like miles long and stuff, instead of running, or getting on a horse, you could just dash through, and that's one cool thing about the wind chasing step. It gives you that boost of jumping, from place to place. It gets you there faster than, I mean, I ran behind a horse. Pretty much as soon as you use the wind chasing step, you were pretty much at the same speed as a horse. So, and also, actually, I still haven't talked about that thing. When I used to play Age of Wushu, in order for you to get on a horse, or like to be able to actually call a horse, you actually had to stand there. Or even though if you don't, and then I think like after certain updates later, you're actually able to just call and then jump on the horse. But this game, even though if you're in the middle of running, you call the horse, pretty much a horse will appear immediately, and you jump right on the horse and just keep on going where you're going. So it doesn't stop. So that's one cool part of it. And then I think this is a part where I learn another move, and then this is a part that I kind of just play around a little bit here too. And actually, just for me watching the video, I realized that using wind chasing step and then jumping really high and dashing, it actually uses a lot of energy. As well, you can see the bottom right, like little blue ball right there. That's where your energy, every time when you're using the wind chasing step and you dashing and all that thing, all those goodies get you from places to places faster. It uses your stamina. So I mean, I guess watch out. I mean, it's fine that if you're running around on regular grounds or whatever, but when you're jumping from place to places, let's say to cliff, make sure that you have enough stamina before you're gonna jump, and then halfway through you realize that you run out, and then you're gonna be like one of those Looney Tune, what is it, cartoon, where that wolf always run out to the cliff and look down and just fall to the end. Yeah, let's try to avoid that part. Just make sure you have enough stamina before you jump around the places like crazy. I eventually learned, first time I just thought it was unlimited. You could just keep jumping and jumping, and then later on I realized that, oh, there's actually a amount. And this kid right here, you actually have to guess like where he hides the things, so you could actually find this fish bait for this guy right here to actually fish, because he's actually the leader of Beggar. And then after you found out the fact that two of the I guess higher tier disciple was trying to blame the guy that you were trying to help, you actually went up to tell the leader about the whole thing. So then the leader was informed about the problem that they were having, because I don't know if you guys know about this, on Beggars, in one of those Wushu novels, Beggar was actually one of the biggest clan. I wouldn't say like clan, it's like the biggest school, comparing to the rest of it, like hangmans, Udanes, and all that thing, and it's like Beggars are the #1 biggest clan, biggest school in the whole Wuling. Let's just put it that way. And then so, I guess within all these people, tons of people, they're all trying to, get somewhere in position wise. Those guys trying to pick that guy out. I guess there must be a reason. But the leader actually, he likes the guy that you're trying to help, and I guess by helping him, the leader sees you as a good, on the right track, or good guy, whatever. And I think. No, I don't think I actually learned any moves from the other. I think I was just fucking around. Or maybe I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Because I remember every time when you actually learn a move, it will have like a replay type deal thing, so you can actually watch it, like what's the move like. So the time is actually running low on this part of it. And if you guys want to see more about this games, just go ahead and subscribe to my channels, and then I will be uploading a lot more videos more from now on. Yeah, just stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed this videos, and see you guys on the next time.